Hey everyone, my name is Phil.
I'm Erica.
And today we're watching The Chosen, Season 5, Episode 1. Let's dive in. Alright, we back, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
So this one we were watching the replay of the live stream. So a bit earlier than the premiere day on Amazon Prime.
In a little while, you will not see me. And then after a little while, you will see me. I have said so many things to you in figures of speech. And you have seen so many things that you haven't fully understood.
Wow.
And the hour is coming when I will no longer speak to you in figures of speech, but will tell you plainly about the Father. I came from the Father and have come into the world. And now I am leaving the world and going to the Father. The hour is coming. Indeed, it has come, when you will be scattered, each to his own home, and will leave me alone. I have said these things to you that in me you may have peace. For in this world you will have tribulation.
Mm-hmm.
But take heart. I have overcome the world.
Amen. Oh. Shmira. Oh man, remember that last conversation they had?
The oil?
Yikes. Yeah.
It's everything I feared.
He was so close to coming,
I know.
like, crossing over.
Sounds like multitudes.
This is the moment!
The Son of David.
The Messiah! Hosanna to the Son of David! Hosanna to the Son of David!
We mean no harm.
You tried to kill us!
No one wants a riot.
John, Z. The people sound like they're ready to crown him king!
And for declaring yourself a sovereign, Rome will descend on us all.
I have said nothing about an earthly crown ever.
You're riding a donkey. For those of us who know prophecy, your meaning could not be any more clear.
You got a point.
Zechariah's prophecy of the Messiah. Behold, your king is coming to you, righteous and with salvation, riding on a donkey.
Can't you see? We should be rejoicing!
Z
This
smile.
is the moment that we will all be saved!
Okay, Judas. Wow, I love that they had him do it.
It's gonna be a crazy couple days.
You are calling for his killing! Don't you see? Teacher, if you value your own life, tell your students to stop.
I could tell them to stop. But I tell you, if they were to be silent, even these very stones around us would cry out in their place.
I love that verse. Come on.
And Eustace been helping her from the beginning.
Yeah. I think it is his too.
Yeah, it's his twin, for sure. His father's too.
Yeah.
I've never quite seen it like this.
No, you know, I've never really imagined it with this much joy.
Yeah, same.
I also never imagined the disciples walking behind him.
Yeah, same. Oh, jeez. Scripturally, do we know how much Mary knew? His mom?
I think she knew he was going to be the Messiah. I don't think
She knew all of this.
that. Well, I mean, she's a woman of faith, so I imagine So I think it would make sense to her that all these prophecies are coming true. Wow.
Oh, I remember, yeah, she bought a bunch, right? At the end of the last
Yeah.
episode.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, people, like, got on this quick to sell the leaves. And the palms.
Who's that? Oh, we saw him before, right?
He was at the Lazarus, yeah. Oh. It's gonna be so fascinating to see how this same group turns so quickly.
Oh,
so quick.
man. Are those the same kids? No. I think
From the first season?
Yeah, because they
would've
would have
been
grown
older
up
by
yeah. Maybe not in this storyline, but seasons.
What, like 2-3 years? 3
yeah,
years?
and kids grow up so quick
I guess,
at that
yeah,
age.
fair.
Remember what he said the first day we met him?
Well, I met him before you. But
He said we'd be fishers of men. I think I'm gonna learn how to preach.
now?
What better time? All
No.
these people.
Exactly why it's risky.
Oh, what are we looking at?
All these strangers.
Well, not all strangers. Friends, family even.
No doubt we'll encounter just as many who want to send us home.
Oops, sorry.
Watch where you're waving that thing.
Shalom, my friend.
Shalom.
Shalom, John. Angela.
Do you have any ideas, any guesses
What?
who this guy is?
No.
Remember there was a few like theory videos about him at the end of last season?
Oh, okay.
I didn't
haven't
watch
seen
them because I didn't
Oh,
want to get spoiled.
Right.
Which is weird to say about something that's, you know,
But they've taken obviously a lot of creative liberties,
right,
so
right.
it could be someone that.
Oh.
Wants to do it incognito.
I'll admit, the fervor of the crowds had me nervous for a minute.
Really? A whole minute?
Oh, come now, did you see his grubby little followers? Not a soldier in the lot.
That's what Antiochus said about the Maccabees. What do you get, a quarter of your annual revenue from this week?
Maybe. Sometimes more.
He keeps the peace. And the exchange rate's high, so play nicely.
Care to stay for the show?
I'll pass. I've seen enough pageantry for one day. I'll be back.
All of it is just shellfish.
Joseph Ben Caiaphas. Do you mind if I call you Joe?
You ask that every time.
Help yourself. Fresh from the Mediterranean and rushed here overnight in cold water vessels. We have this lovely appointment 3 times a year. And yet, your disposition never strikes me as grateful. For instance,
Don't!
if I were to touch them, the garments would be unclean for 5 days?
7.
So many lambs would thank me.
I'll take the garments and be out of your way.
To the victor belong the spoils. So because these are ours, your right to borrow them is given provided you keep your people under control. No riots. One quick thing. We have 3 executions scheduled for Friday, 1 including a zealot murderer. Please make sure your people are there to see. I want to send a clear message.
To the extent I have any control. It'll be
Barabbas
done.
the Zealot?
Thank you.
Whoever hates his life in this world will keep it for eternity.
Just it was so nice. Oh, where else would I be? Well, I have use of a large home in the Essene Quarter, owned by my friend Phoebe.
Is she comfortable with 15 strangers?
Oh, she doesn't stay in Jerusalem during these festivals. She hates the crowds, but has plenty of beds.
Wow.
And what shall I say? Father, save me from this hour. But for this purpose I have come to this hour.
Wow.
Glorify your name!
Wow.
They heard that, or did they just hear the thunder?
Was that an angel's voice?
Oh, okay. They heard
I'm
that.
sure I heard the word. Glorify. There will be many signs this week. As now is the judgment of this world.
when I am lifted up from the earth, will draw all people to myself.
What do you mean?
The light is among you for a little while longer. Walk while you have the light, so that darkness doesn't overtake you.
So what
But
do you
what
mean?
do you
Walks in
mean?
darkness doesn't know where he is going. This time it was just thunder. And I think you all know what that sound means.
That guy who's... Could he be a,
I was gonna say.
could he be a gospel writer?
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe it's
Luke or
Luke or Mark.
Because
He looks prestigious. Maybe
but like
maybe a doctor.
directly seeing him after Matthew, like oh yeah, they're capturing this.
Yeah. Yeah, I was thinking that a couple scenes back.
Who's prestigious?
Doesn't he look very polished?
No, but
and-
which one of?
Oh,
and-
Luke was a doctor.
He said it before. I just think we all haven't wanted to hear it, or...
Thank
not
you,
sinking in,
Mary.
or-
Thank you.
Sometimes he speaks in parables.
Then why did he seem so unsettled?
He's acting more and more like someone with no regard or...
A grain of wheat falls into the earth and must die before it can bear fruit.
But die in what sense?
Ready? Spread my message. Any parable or teaching you've heard from me, you may repeat it to anyone with ears to hear. Time is running out.
Before Passover. The Passover is a deadline? For what?
Take your bags. Go get settled.
I'm going to preach.
And?
You should write it down in your little book.
That would be redundant.
Or what?
Redundant. You'll just be repeating words he's already taught and that I've recorded.
Lord, test
Oh my God.
Man, he's leading a movement.
And the one who loved violence.
let him rain coals on false prophets.
Fire and sword.
When Thomas came.
Are you traveling as a family clan?
You might say that.
Of what tribe and house?
The house of justice.
Justice for whom?
Okay.
Israel? Please, this is no time for violence. The Passover is a sacred...
What's going on here?
Oh, I just was welcoming your group. I was...
There's a false prophet scourging the land, luring young minds, deceiving people into heresy, and in some cases, even into death.
Now, I must warn you, if you've come to oppose him, you will find yourself in the minority. There is a fervor around that man that no one alive has seen before.
Really bold of him to just intercept this group.
This is going to be the nicest Passover I've ever had.
Aww.
We'll see.
2 people against 1,000.
Yes, singing of victory for a king. I can think of at least 2 powerful institutions who might feel threatened by that.
He rejects the notion of an earthly crown.
You trust Rome to hear nuance?
Right.
Regardless of what he may or may not say, what is it about this hour that troubles him?
He has told us at least twice he would suffer many things from the elders and chief priests and scribes.
Yes, and he handles them all.
When people want to believe something, they can certainly make the skies talk.
Do you
Oh, Jesus confirmed
want to believe?
Today, he entered through the sheep gate. Where all the sacrificial lambs are brought in from Bethlehem? Is he making this so painfully obvious that people would never think to put it together?
If he is, what we do?
King Herod can't have been pleased by the entry today. Maybe he'll do to the Nazarene what he did to the cousin.
I don't believe Herod wanted to kill the baptizer.
Jesus doesn't seem preoccupied with the Tetrarch's family the way John is.
He's a coward, which further proves he's not the real Messiah.
I can think of others in the temple. But they are less concerned about the death of one girl in the Galilee.
I love a good party, but I'm curious, it's a bit more mirth than usual for the Passover, no? Not that I mind. Reuben and Ruthie's parents just announced their betrothal.
What?
Betrothal.
Y'all. Y'all don't even know right now. Oh.
Childlike faith.
What? Can you imagine?
An honor.
Oh.
Wow.
Just out for a walk, and I suppose I I got swept up in your joy. Congratulations on your betrothal. Blessed are you, Lord our God, King of the universe, who created joy and gladness. May God bless you, Reuben and Ruthie. May your daughters be like Sarah, Rebecca, Rachel, and Leah, and your sons like Ephraim and Manasseh. And to all present here tonight, may the light of the Paschal feast burn within you. Chag Pesach Sameach, my friends.
Chag Pesach Sameach.
You don't do this at night.
Never seen it like portrayed that way.
Yeah,
that's
at
interesting.
night. That's what we were confused about in the trailer because we were like, why is it at night?
For the days will come upon you.
There it is.
And hem you in on all sides. And tear you down to the ground. You and your children within you. Because you did not know the time of your visitation.
They need all those Romans to do that to one dude. That's
We're
wild.
just moving forward.
That's wild.
Tomorrow morning, will you take my Hema back to the house of Lazarus, along with his two sisters?
I can, but the Passover, don't you?
I have a plan, Zeb. I just don't want her in the city for the next few days. Please, trust me.
I always do.
Tell her I will come to visit soon. Thank you.
It's the same box with like the bridle, right?
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, this is pretty close.
You know what's happening?
No.
Right, the whip. This is for when he does the thing at the market. So he does do it.
That's wild. He is. So he does it during the day? Or
Yeah,
something?
he just kind of. They just showed him like build up.
Yeah. It's just wild to show Jesus creating like a custom whip for this purpose. It's like, ooh, I'm getting the people
But built
ruining
out of
the temple.
Bridle from David.
That's interesting. Oh, that's it. Alright.
Hey.
Was it not? That was a long time.
Okay. Alright, we back. We are back.
Wow.
So at this point, we didn't
Alright.
watch. We did not watch the live stream or the Q&A. So in case we talk about things that had already been answered, that's why. So apologies for that. But yeah, that was an interesting first episode. What do you think?
Yeah. I mean, it's nice to be back into it. Yeah, I thought it was good. I just feel like, okay, we're back into, I don't know, just learning about, I'm just like really curious to see what Dallas does with this season, because obviously there were creative liberties taken that I'm like, oh, interesting how they do it that way, or like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even like with Jesus, like prophesying about the temple and imagining that with the Romans taking over the temple like that.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, okay.
To actually see
And then,
it look like that?
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
like the blood on the walls
On the stones.
of the temple.
Right.
You know, obviously, like he talks about how like the temple will be like raised again after 3 days. So, yeah, it's cool how they did that.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I guess we got a first glimpse of the Last Supper.
Yeah, I think the way that they've kind of positioned this is that it's going to be.
We're leading up to that.
Yeah.
That's probably going to be the finale of the season. No?
Like Gethsemane, or even before that.
No, like the Last Supper.
That is the Last Supper.
No, I know, but this is 4 days earlier, so I wonder if the rest.
No.
Of the
Oh, I heard that it's
Oh.
basically the Last Supper will be shown in pieces throughout. And
Throughout
maybe
this season?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then like by the end of it, we'll have it all. But maybe the last
okay.
episode or the last couple we'll do a little bit more in that scene. But
All right.
bits of it would be scattered throughout,
Mm-hmm.
or every single episode.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, interesting with the whip. Like that detail about him creating the whip from the bridal.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know.
Which
I
I
don't know the
guess
detail.
is like, yeah, from the line of David. I guess it adds like some significance.
Yeah.
To that,
sure.
it's like, yeah, like this is, I don't know, like maybe emphasizing even more that he's the Messiah. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just guessing.
Wait, well, you wrote down some notes. Or
Oh yeah,
some-
just like that one point because I didn't want to forget
ones?
about like when it was just the one, when he was preaching at the temple and they made they brought it up again about how he said like, should I ask God to like save me from this?
Yeah, how they're actually like showing it happen.
Like the battle of his flesh, like he is
Yeah,
human.
that's happening early
and then it's
and
like,
often.
no, this is to glorify God.
I thought that was interesting.
Yeah, I just like love how I always love how when they show like how
The human side.
how human Jesus was, like fully human as well.
Yeah, and it makes sense that it would happen over time, especially if you know what's coming.
Mhm.
Because I feel like the interpretations that we've seen, or at least the scripture, that we only ever see that happen
Mhm.
that evening, right? Where he has that, and then again, like here, like it's immediately he recovers from that,
Mhm.
right? Your will, not mine.
Mhm.
But
Yeah.
I think leaning into the humanness.
Yeah.
Like he's fully human, right? So I think that part of it makes sense that he would be feeling this throughout,
Mhm.
and to show it a little bit more.
Yeah, for sure.
So yeah, I thought that was interesting.
Mhm.
With I don't know. I kind of like the aspect of the disciples just kind of putting together the puzzle pieces. You
Mhm.
see it a lot with John and Mary, like them trying to figure out what exactly is going on, or like is what he's saying actually what is going to happen, like that
Mhm.
kind of thing. Which is again something that you don't really get in other stories or retellings of this. It's just kind of they're confused up until it happens,
Mhm.
and then So yeah.
I like. Oh, sorry.
No,
I'm
go
sorry.
ahead.
Cut you off. No, I like how Mary is always like the more, not because it's Mary, but like just the fact that they have somebody with a more reasonable, voice in it. Like, yeah, like maybe that's the wrong word. I don't know. But you know how like when you read the Gospels, the disciples are always like,
Yeah.
well, like I didn't know. Like it
her
was
leaning
like,
into the
y'all, he
intuition of it.
just said it.
Yeah.
And they're like, but what is it? But she's more of like, well, he's been saying that. Like you don't really have that voice in the Gospels, I don't think, of like one of the disciples or a follower saying like, well, actually he has been saying that, so it kind of makes sense. He's like repeating himself. But then John is like a great representative of like what's shown in the Bible where it's like, yeah, but that could have been like, we didn't know it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just like showing, I don't know, like, I guess like you don't want to believe that he's gonna die. He's like
Right.
the Messiah. You love him so much. Like you've seen all these things, and you don't want to believe that that's what's gonna have to happen. Because obviously, that's like they don't know at this point what the will of God is for Jesus' life. Like they can't have known until after he's gone, and then they look back in retrospect and they're like, oh, that's what he meant when he said this.
Mm-hmm.
Like even after he dies, and he says like he's gonna say a couple of times like I'm gonna rise again, or the temple's gonna be risen again. Like after he died, they're like, oh, that's it, he's gone forever.
Yeah.
And it's not until he raises again that they're like, oh, you know what I mean? But it's cool that they have Mary being like, he did say that, y'all.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, I think that's the part of the show that's really, like, for me, is the most interesting. It's just the dynamic within the disciples.
Yeah.
It's just like every, I don't know, the range of not only belief and faith, but just kind of the experience that each believer has. There's no doubt that they're believers, right? But like yeah, every type of experience that you can imagine is represented there.
Yeah.
And I always love their debates of them trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
Like when they were in the men's quarters there, and they were all kind of like saying, "Okay, is this gonna happen?"
Mhm.
Like Thomas, he's in his moment right now, and he's just kind of like, "Yeah." He's saying it like he's trying to be plain about it, but everybody is just trying to debate it, and I feel like that happens in like
For sure.
like very much like in a Christian community and like small groups, and I love that even with Thomas like feeling what he feels, like Nathaniel has no problem like just kind of calling him out and being like, "What do you believe?"
Mhm.
Like and I feel like that's always been his character, like he's very blunt,
Mhm.
but I think it's done in such a loving way and a good representation of how to, I don't know, rebuke things with other believers and like
rebuke and love.
yeah, exactly, and just kind of show that you can challenge people.
Yeah, and we should.
Yeah, and you absolutely should, but you can do it in a way that doesn't push them away from further away from their own beliefs just because you're challenging them.
Mhm.
So I think that it's super interesting. It's just kind of like it always has been a reflection of just believers now in their walk,
Yeah.
right? That's always how they've been.
Yeah, that's been I think one of the most impressive things about the show.
Mm.
Like how relatable. No matter who you are, what you've been through, they've literally hit like almost like every
type of, like,
aspect. I mean, I
archetype of-
haven't listed them out, but
Yeah.
I feel pretty confident saying like they've hit a lot on the list.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. Well, what about the So we're thinking it's probably a gospel writer.
Yeah.
One of the two.
Yeah, I think so.
I think it makes sense, especially with that interaction afterwards. Like we kind of heard a little bit of his perspective on who Jesus is, and like we didn't know the intentions of this person before, or who he was taking notes for. We still don't know, but at least we've heard him speak, and we know he's not like we don't know, but like it doesn't sound like he's like reporting back to Pontius or things like that, right? I guess we confirmed that with Atticus not fully knowing who this guy was.
Mm-hmm.
But he's a ninja.
He's a ninja. He's a ninja. I'm feeling more and more strongly that he's Luke because he seems to be more present and.
What is Luke's
Actually,
gospel
I don't know. It's pretty. It's long. I think.
It's longer than the others?
No, it's not long. It's. Bro, I don't know. But I'm just thinking if I had to choose between Luke and Mark, assuming that maybe a doctor back then also had status too. Like he looks like very well dressed, probably like a good occupation. Like he's well kept. We don't know what Mark did for a living. So that's why I'm assuming it's Luke. And if he was present at like, and I don't know how Mark. I feel like Mark. I don't know if he was a follower when Jesus was alive, but he was for sure like a follower, like when Paul was around. Like he was kind of part of that group, I think. And so I wonder if his writings were more from like interviews from people, because this is like more of like a sped up version, like a synopsis, like not as detailed. So that's why I think it's Luke.
Like
I don't even know if Luke was like there with like this is happening. But because it's showing he is present during those times, I'm like, oh, like that would make more sense as to maybe why Luke is more detailed than if I'm just comparing to Mark.
Right.
But yeah, it'd be interesting to see.
To see that. Yeah. I mean, overall, I think it's a good way to ease you back into what is going to be a really heavy story. Like this kind of sets the
I'm not ready.
The scene a little bit more, and I love I like that they had the Pharisees at the beginning like stopping them and giving the audience a bit more context about what people know and what they don't, like about like just kind of what the prophecy says. I like for someone like me that hasn't jumped into scripture as much, to understand that context is huge. And like to know that like, yeah, the people there understand. Like by seeing you on a donkey, they understand what that means.
Yeah.
Whereas like, yeah, like otherwise it's just kind of, to me it's just like, oh, he's humble. And that was always like the meaning of it for me. Right. But to understand like at that just one visual symbol, everybody is like locked in and they understand what he's saying in this moment.
Right.
And I was like, I like having that context and understanding that, and
Right.
I think that was a nice way to throw a lob up to people who just need to understand it a little bit better.
Yeah, that context.
Yeah, so that's good. So yeah, it'll be interesting.
Yeah, I thought it was an interesting choice too, with like Jesus walking around at night. Yeah, and then blessing the bride and groom. I'm like trying to think, like, could this episode, like, could it have done without? Or like, obviously, like, this show's very intentional, so I'm just trying to
The thing that
remember
I caught
and,
from
like,
that is like him like saying like, I got caught up in your joy, right? Just kind
that
of
was
like
so sweet.
that, and like just know, like he fully understands what's going to happen, right? So to soak that in and know that this is why you're doing this, so that they can. Joy is part of the package at the end of the day, right? So maybe it's like a bit of a reminder for him, the human side of him, as to like, what is this for?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I like that,
that
though.
sign did that calling out joy was something that stood out for me.
That's kind of like, that stood out to me too. I forgot about that. But it's kind of the equivalent of like Jesus wept.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you don't think about, like, without that verse, like, I don't know, you don't really think about, like, like when you're hurt on this earth, like, yeah, God knew this was going to happen, but that doesn't mean he doesn't empathize.
Yeah.
And it's like, God is with you in your hurting.
But he's also
But I also never really thought about, like, God being there in your joy, like intimately in your joy.
Mm-hmm.
And for him to say, like, I got swept up in it. Oh my God, what a choice of words.
Yeah.
I got swept up in your joy.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. To show that side of God.
Right.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool.
No, it is. Yeah, cool. I mean, like, I think overall, my perspective of like how to view this has changed a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think it was Wes Huff that like his explanation of what The Chosen is like not looking at it as good or bad, but just kind of understanding that what it is like fan fiction for believers.
Yeah, like it's not source material.
Right, and it's not like he's not saying that in a pejorative way. He's just kind of like factually that's what it is. Like you're expanding on things that you don't have any like source for, but it could exist in this storyline and stuff like that. And if you have that perspective and then just kind of separate yourself and know that this isn't scripture, that's not source, I think it's great for like starting conversations, and then like just as long as you kind of like know where that separation is.
You didn't have that separation before?
No, I did, but I think I still looked at. I think the description of it being that was maybe what was missing for me in terms of like trying to understand what this is, because I knew it wasn't 100% biblical.
Yeah.
But still, I'm like, okay, but what is it, right? Like is this because it is a polarizing show, right? People feel like it could be heretical because of what it does with people, and like I can understand where people can feel that way, but that's also with the misunderstanding of what this is.
Yeah.
Right. But I've also heard stories of people like going down, like watching this and like kind of going down the path of like, oh, when I read the Bible and I hear Jesus, I picture Jonathan Rumi, and like whether that's good or bad is not really.
That depends on like what does that person mean. Like obviously it's not Jonathan Rumi.
Yeah.
But like if it's just to provide like an image, what's the difference between seeing Jonathan Rumi
or the picture that is
or a
like
picture of
paintings.
Jesus from like from somewhere else?
Yeah. Well, I guess the danger.
What,
the danger is kind of like if you watch a movie that was based off of a book and then read the book after, and then you're like, wait, that didn't happen when you're reading the book.
Oh, that's wrong.
Right? And I think it's
wrong.
That's kind of like the line that this plays with if you're not cognitively like understanding what you're taking in.
Yeah.
Like you have to like make sure you understand that going into it, which is weird to say like, in terms of like a piece of media. Right? And that's why this like the subject matter alone makes this a heavier watch. And if you are just going into it first as entertainment and then you start learning about the faith, then it's kind of like that's the part where you really need a bit of guidance with what you're taking in.
Yeah.
Right? Because I could easily see that happening.
Yeah.
Right? And it happens all the time with the example that I shared, right? Where it's like, wait, no, that's not right. And even if you just mix it up, but yeah.
I think that's why it's great that Dallas does these. Like, there's so much he does, like, in depth to every episode, talking to different people in the faith, and like all of these resources that he creates are meant to be intertwined with like actually watching the show. Like, I remember like watching like kind of behind the scenes, like other interviews. Yeah, I don't watch everything now, but it's like he knew that. He knew that people were going to take it this way. So it's like, no, let's get to like, there's so much other stuff that he, other kind of content that he's created to, I feel, address those things. So he can be like, yeah, it's not the Bible, guys. Still read the Bible.
But, and I think that's also...
But people miss that.
Yeah.
They're not looking at that stuff.
Right. And I think it's going to continue to happen.
Yeah.
And that's going to be the fuel for a lot of the people that feel like this is a dangerous thing to pursue. Because it is an ambitious project, right?
Yeah.
But I think one of the beautiful things about especially this community is that there are content creators outside of Dallas that are also doing studies on it and being like testing, okay, what was biblical, what was not. There's like tons of like not only reactions, but like people like who are biblical scholars that know what this show is and like what it's intended for, and then try to demystify it, right? A little bit more in terms of like, is this actually in the Bible? Yes, no, and then not like demonizing it because it like certain parts weren't in the Bible, just being like, no, just plain fact, like this happened, this didn't, this one was a extrapolation and like stuff like that. So there's tons, and I think like every single week you'll see that if you're watching like this video, you'll probably have consumed a lot of the other videos that just happen week over week of people like dissecting everything. So I think that part of it is helpful as well. So it's cool.
Yeah.
It's cool. It's as long as you just have the right posture and understanding of what this is. I think it's great as a starting point in a conversation.
For sure. Even for someone who's like watching it for the first time, just to see how Jesus' teachings can come to life in someone's life. Like I feel like that's exactly what this show is doing. It's like, they're teaching, some things are from the Bible, and then the things that they take creative liberties on are people actually learning from Jesus' teaching and transforming. Like you see the transformation in the disciples throughout the seasons.
Yeah.
And I guess I just have a hard time with like just someone thinking that that's wrong.
Yeah.
I get it, but it's like, man, like it's just so cool to see a show showing live with like people actually taking Jesus' teachings and is transforming their lives right there while he's alive. Like,
I mean, like the world has changed
so cool.
in terms of like how like making something like this relatable to people. Like, it's truth. Like the word is truth, and like you can't change that. But that doesn't mean that the way it's written and consumed right now will make it relatable to every single person. So having something like shown like this with reference to source, I think is a really great way for people. That's why there's other versions that make it easier. Like that's why the message exists, right? Like it's hard for people to consume the Bible.
Oh, you're talking about translations?
Yeah, so that's why other translations exist, because like those it makes it relatable and easier for people to understand. This is another way of doing that as well, right? And it makes it easier for people to kind of apply. But it's just not a replacement for anything.
No. But I feel like it does also clarify Jesus' teachings, where someone is like, like, what does he mean by that? And then the disciples asking, what does he mean by that? It's like, oh, I had that same question. Or like Jesus talking about like forgiving, and then to see that play out with Matthew and Peter is like, wow. Yeah. Anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm so glad it's back.
For sure. I mean, it's gonna go by quick, especially because of how it's going to be released. So I know that next week the first 2 episodes will drop. So we'll do a reaction to episode 2. The week after that, 3 episodes. And then the
3
week after that,
episodes. Wow.
it's going to be the final 2 episodes. So exactly,
Oh my
like it mirrors
gosh.
the theatrical release.
Okay.
Like that's how they did that. So I mean, our reactions will probably mirror that as well. I don't know if we're going to stretch out the reactions. It depends on our capacity. To be honest, like we'll try our best to not make it like a weekly thing, but you know, it is what it is. We'll try to get it out as soon as we can, because obviously this is something that we really enjoy, and this community is one of the communities that has been like super enriching for our channel.
Seriously.
Like love the conversations, love
Yeah, we love it.
like the debate at some point. Always appreciate that. So please do continue to do that. Let us know what you think of the season, of our discussions. If there are questions or things that you can clarify, would love to kind of throw that in there as well. And you know us, we are in the comment section. We'll engage as much as we can as well. So yeah, nothing else for me.
No, me neither.
But we're back. All right, cool. Well, hopefully you are enjoying watching this. We're gonna throw some of the full uncut reaction up on our Patreon. All of that will be free for everyone to access, so you can check out the link for that in our description. But that kind of wraps up for today. See you for the next one. Peace.